من مضية بالأخير التشانسلور وصاحب السيدة المطران بول مروان تابن. فإذا هالديكري بتقول بروتوكول CH 15/2020 Decree of closure and relegation to profane use of Our Lady of Lebanon Church, 3844 Joseph Howe Drive in Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3L 4G2. Preamble. Brief summary of the history of the Maronites in Nova Scotia. The presence of the Maronite Catholic people in Nova Scotia dates back to the end of 18th century. In 1907, Father Louis Soaib, a Maronite priest, visited the small community in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, where, with its help, he established a small church and named it after Saint Joseph. After 2 years, Father Soaib moved to Sydney, Cape Breton, with the authorization of the ordinary at the time to serve a larger Maronite community at St. Patrick's Church. He served the community until 1951, and he died in 1955. In the 1960s, St. Patrick's Church became a heritage museum and still exists to this day. With the growth of the Maronite community in Halifax, they felt the need to live by their religious traditions, values, and culture. After many prayers, wishes, and supplications, the Holy See in Rome asked Reverend Khairallah Aukar, who was serving in Germany at the time, to come to Nova Scotia and to establish a parish for the Maronite community in Halifax. After the arrival of Monsignor Aukar in 1979, he worked tirelessly with the faithful people to establish a Maronite church. The compilation of building a church on 3844 Joseph Howe Drive in Halifax, Nova Scotia, took over 4 years of dedication, commitment, and hard work. The church was consecrated during the pastoral visit of His Holiness Pope John Paul II as an Antiochian Maronite Catholic Church, dedicated to the Blessed Virgin Mary, under the name of Our Lady of Lebanon Parish on November 4th, 1984, by His Excellency the late Bishop Elias Shaheen, Maronite Park at the time. Since that date, the Maronite community felt it has a home where it could celebrate its Catholic faith according to the Maronite rite and the Lebanese traditions. In September 2006, Bishop Joseph Coury appointed Monsignor Pierre Azzi, then father, to replace Monsignor Aukar, who was retiring. Monsignor Azzi continued serving the parishioners with love and dedication. The parish grew and flourished. The registered family exceed 500 in number, and the community involvement increased with focus on spiritual, religious, and social activities. The number of groups and committees continued to grow. The attendance of religious services and social events became more elaborate. which created a need for more space, especially in physical facilities and parking. In this direction, the parish council voted to acquire more properties around the existing church to help with increased expenditure of the parish, but this was still not enough. Then the parish council, the administrative and finance committee, felt the need for more space to better serve the community and accommodate all activities. Thus, following deep and long discussions, and after many meetings, different studies, and times of prayers, the church leaders, by His Excellency Paul Marwan Tabit, the Maronite bishop, the members of different church bodies, supported by the majority of the parishioners, as well as the blessing of the Maronite Patriarch, His Beatitude Cardinal Bshara Peter Rai, and the approval of the Holy See, decided to build a new church and center to satisfy the needs of our community. إخوتي بهالوقت مع الكنيسة جديدة في قصة جديدة في كتاب جديد للموارنة بهاليفاكس. هذا تنقلكن إنه القصة ما بتخلص وقت نسكر باب هالكنيسة. نحن عم نبلش والخميرة عم تكبر وحبة الخردل صارت شجرة. رح كفي الديكري. The church building on Joseph Howe Drive has been sold to another Christian community named Free Believers in Christ Fellowship International. And the closing date of the sale is May 29, 2020. Other church complex property on Joseph Howe Drive are on sale and in the process of being alienated. Starting at the end of May 2020, the parish community will be served from the new church on 111 Clayton Park Drive in Halifax, Nova Scotia. We ask the Blessed Virgin Mary for her continued blessings and protection of Our Lady of Lebanon Parish and its new home. The Maronite community in Nova Scotia, especially in Halifax, proudly reflect this verse from the book of the Psalm. The righteous will flourish like the palm tree and grow like a cedar of Lebanon. And in light of these factors, the eparchy is following through with an appropriate decree of secularization. Whereas Canon 873 of the Code of Canon of the Eastern Churches give the partial bishop the authority to allow a church to be used for a secular but not and becoming purpose. If there are grave reasons that suggest that a particular church should no longer be used for divine worship, with the provision that he obtains the advice and counsel of various groups. Whereas it was agreed that Our Lady of Lebanon Church, 3844 Joseph Howe Drive in Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3L 4G2, be closed on May 24th, 2020. Whereas on May 6, 2020, the pastor of the parish notified the eparchy that Our Lady of Lebanon Church can no longer be used for divine worship. Whereas on May 6, 2020, the College of Consultants was apprised of the situation of Our Lady of Lebanon Church, was consulted about the closure of the church and voted unanimously to agree to the relegation of this church to the community name Free Believers in Christ Fellowship International. Whereas the pastoral situation in this church will be relocated to the new church site in Halifax, where the spiritual needs of the parishioners of Our Lady of Lebanon Parish will be met, in light of the future demographic development foreseen for this area. Whereas Canon 7873 of the Code of Canon of the Eastern Churches gives the impartial bishop the authority to issue a decree such that as a sacred place loses its dedication or blessing. Therefore, in light of the authority that is given to me through Canon 873, I hereby decree that the Our Lady of Lebanon Church, 3844 Joseph Howe Drive in Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3L 4G2, will no longer be used as a location for the Maronite Catholic rite, sacred, social, cultural, educational, and/or any other related pastoral activities. Moreover, the disposition of the church is done according to the proper procedure for the disposition of any buildings, that is, with the consent of the College of Consultors and the Impartial Economic Council. Given at Montreal this 15th day of May 2020, Paul Marwan Tabet, Bishop of the Maronite Eparchy in Canada. اخوتي هذا هي الدكري يلي بتعلن انه هالكنيسه ما بقى كنيسه مارونيه. صحيح نحن عم نعطيها لكنيسه من إلا بروتستانت وسميناها، وهن شغلتهم بكفوا بحسب تقاليدهم، لانه مثلا بتعرفوا اخوتنا البروتستانت ما عندهم قداس، ما بيعملوا ذبيحه مثل ما نحن معودين كل احد، هن عندهم شيء مختلف عنا. فمنشان هيك ما بيتبعوا النظام الكاثوليكي او حتى الارثوذكسي، فكان من الافضل نعمل ديكونسكريشن، نعمل يكون فيها القرار لحتى هن يعملوا صلاتهم بالطريقه يلي هن بيحبوا وبيرتاحوا فيها. ولحتى نعطيكم ساين لأنه المذبح ما بقى رح نقدس عليه. سيدات الأخوية، وهيدي لآخر مرة بيشتغلوا على هالمذبح. رح يشيلوا الشرشف. سونيا بكرم، مارغريت شاطر، وهدى يلي دايما بيشتغلوا بيرتبوا المذبح، هلا رح يشيلوا الغطاء عن المذبح الكل يشوف انه خلص. وهود الستات ربنا يباركهم، يبارك عيالهم، لانه دايما هن بخدمه المذبح وخدمه الكنيسه، وبكره ان الله راد بتشوفوهم عم بيرتبوا المذبح بالكنيسه الجديده.
عند ابنك يا